Today I'm going to be reading from Whitewater Awakening, and I'm just going to jump right in. Quinn Coolidge dangled her feet in the pool. Do you really think you should get that close to the edge? Very funny. Aspen Kennedy put her hand on Quinn's shoulder and dropped to the ground next to her. Do you mind telling me why you decided to jump into the pool with all your clothes on? Aspen nudged Quinn with her elbow. I didn't do it on purpose. I heard you whistling and it freaked me out. I went to sneak away and I lost my balance and then I fell in. Quinn chuckled. I'm surprised you didn't wake someone with all the racket you made. Aspen put her hand on her hip. Really? That's the first thing that comes to mind after my traumatic experience? Quinn held her hand in the air. Okay, my bad. I'm afraid my social graces are a little rusty. May I ask if you're okay? Much better. I think the only thing hurt is my pride. That's good. Well, not the part about your pride being hurt or anything. I mean, it's good that you're not hurt. I should ask you why you were creeping around in the middle of the night. Now who lacks social graces? I wasn't creeping around. I couldn't sleep, and I happened to be walking on the path. What if I was skinny dipping? I suppose if you screamed like that, I would have gotten an eyeful. I probably would have screamed if I saw someone lurking in the shadows. Let me get this straight. I went from creeping to lurking. Can you explain the difference? Well, yeah, creeping is like creepy, and lurking is more lurky. Gwen laughed. I'm certainly glad you cleared that up. Aspen chuckled. I think it's a mist from the falls doing it. Ah, the magic mist from Victoria Falls casts a spell over the unsuspecting tourist. I sense a movie in there somewhere. Drama or romantic comedy? Romantic comedy? Quinn's pulse quickened. She wasn't going to touch that one. Or maybe horror. Don't mist and horror go together? Now you're stereotyping. I think it can be any kind of movie we want it to be. You're right. It's your movie, so you can make it whatever you want. Aspen slapped her foot into the pool, causing water to spray the front of their shirts. Oh, I'm sorry. I got excited. I didn't mean to get you all wet. Quinn tried not to smirk. Oh my God, I didn't mean it that way. What way? Nice try. Aspen slapped Quinn's leg. Back to my movie. The mist in this trip will be my buddy movie, and I've decided you're going to be my buddy, Quinn Coolidge. Warmth filled Quinn's chest. Odd, it had been years since she'd wanted to let anyone new into her life. And you decided that all on your own. Do I get any say on that? Nope. You said it was my movie, so I choose. You seem to be pretty good at this forthright stuff. I think I'm being played. You're like one of those pool hustlers or grifters, aren't you? Literally, I threw myself in the pool just to hustle you. Damn, and I fell for it. Character arc makes for a better movie when one of the characters is hopelessly clueless. Okay, let me get this straight. You've called me creepy, lurky, hopeless, and now clueless? Quinn ticked them off in her fingers. Not a good start to a buddy flick. But you're sweet, so we have something to build on. Quinn hoped her face wasn't as red as it felt. Tell me more about this problem you have with being forthright. You seem to be doing a bang-up job of it. Do you think we can find a different word than forthright? It makes us sound like 18th century gentlemen. I didn't know it was an 18th century thing. Hell, I don't know. I just made it up. Very forthright of you to admit it. Quinn couldn't resist using the word again. Stop, Aspen laughed. Come on, give me some other options. Quinn looked to the sky. Honest? Open? Direct? Frank? No, not frank. That sounds like gangster talk. Since when is frank gangster talk? Frank Sinatra? Quinn narrowed her eyes. Frank Sinatra wasn't a gangster just because he was Italian. No, seriously, I read it that he hung out with a lot of mafia guys in Vegas. Fine, Quinn shook her head. We'll take Frank off the list. What about straightforward? Do you really want to use the word straight? How about old soul or plain spoken? Now who's being insulting? Old and plain? I prefer outspoken. Blunt? Quinn held back a grin. No nonsense, point blank. Point blank sounds like you might shoot me. Tactless? You keep coming up with the negative ones. Aspen scowled. I think I like direct. Oh, seriously? That was one of the first choices I gave you. We could have avoided this whole ugly fiasco. Where's the fun in that?